Take two, guys. My name is Audrey and I'm back with another video for you. So this last video that I was just about to record, or that I started recording, somehow turned into racism. And I decided I was going to get judged majorly on what I was saying, and so I decided to delete the video and act like I never made it, or was going to make it. So, what I was going to tell you in the last video that I was working or making, so the story is that I had this little 15-year-old boy text me and say my son was going to be an awful kid and like this horrible person in life, and he wasn't going to have a life at all and stuff like that, and how his life was going to be all screwed up. Well, I flipped on him, and then I told my son's dad because I have to tell him everything that's going on. Like, that's what I feel like my job is, you know? And he went and flipped on the kid too because that's his kid too, and of course he's going to feel threatened that someone is saying something like that towards him. Like, he has a kind of a reason. I understand where he's coming from and the reason why he flipped on him. Like, you would too. That's your life. He was saying 95 or 90% of teen pregnancies, their kids turn into these awful kids in life, but in reality they don't. Not all, anyways. And so I guess that's what made me mad, is he compared me to like all these other teen parents, but that's not actually how life is. You can't just sit there and like judge someone by not even knowing them. Like, it was over a streak, guys. He flipped out over me sending a streak to him like I normally would, and I said, here, you guys can go follow and add my son on Instagram and Facebook, because if you want to like know everything that's going on in his life and like his milestones, stuff like that. Nothing like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna throw this out there. No. Yeah, I'm gonna like post his milestones. Yeah, that's something that all parents do pretty much. And if you don't, no offense, I don't know how you do that. Like, I don't post my son 24/7. And honestly, I barely post on his Facebook and Instagram. Like, today I posted how much he weighs and his height and stuff like that. And I also posted the first time he got to try baby food. You know, what parent doesn't do that? Like, you know, their cute little faces that they make and their sounds that they make. And like, my son's 4 months old and already is trying to feed himself. Yeah, I feel proud of him. And he's growing at a 2-month older rate than most kids, as is what all the articles I've read are saying. And yeah, we went to the doctor today, and he's like, have you tried him on solid foods? Well, no, because most places, or most things, say not to until he's 6 months old. And, you know, if the doctor says, hey, you can give him solid foods now at 4 months, then we're going to do it, because that means he's going to grow faster and learn faster and hit milestones sooner, I feel like. But in reality, that's not going to happen, because all it's going to do is help him grow. Like, he's going to sit up faster, he's going to crawl. Not faster, he's going to grow at a certain steady rate, and that's what we want, which is what he's doing now. My son was 6.6 pounds whenever he was born, and now he weighs 13.13 pounds. You know, that's awesome. That's, what? I don't even know. 7.5 pounds more than what he weighed whenever he was born, and that was 4 months ago. So, you know, that's awesome. And whenever I brought him home, he weighed 6.1 pounds. So, he was weighing great. All babies lose weight, or most babies actually lose weight before they come home, and then they gradually gain weight. But we feed him as much as he wants. Like, today he got prunes. Okay, most people don't like prunes, but my God, that kid loves prunes. And you can't give him a lot because it makes the baby poop. Okay, so he's at his dad's now, and we gave him like a half thing of prunes because it lasts for 2 days. And so we gave him like a half a thing of the prunes, and it's only like this big, or that much in the container, and it's like this big of a container. And we gave him like half of it, and it was like this much actually that we gave him, guys. And he has pooped twice since he's been there, and he's only been there, actually he's been there for 6 hours. So, but he pooped twice in an hour, which is a good thing. I'm glad that he's going to the bathroom. I mean, that's the best thing, is that he's going to the bathroom now, because before it was really hard to get him to go to the bathroom, so we would give him prune juice. That's how we know he loves prunes, is he loves prune juice. So we tried the prune baby food, and he is in love with it. But we can't give it to him often because it makes you go to the bathroom. And we can't make him go to the bathroom often, because then he will get diarrhea, and that's bad. because then you get dehydrated from that. Anyways, so if you're going to judge a teen parent, don't do it. Their life is hard enough. And definitely don't tell them that they're going to be a horrible parent and that they're stupid and that their mentality is terrible and they shouldn't even have a kid and stuff like that. That's not what you do. You should encourage them and tell them that they're going to be an amazing parent. But that's not what this world is turning out to be. This 15-year-old is turning these younger kids, and these actually kids older than me, are turning this world into a horrible place. I'm not even joking. I'm sorry if you guys are watching, but that's my opinion on you guys. Yeah, I'm 16, but I'm different. I'm in my own little nutshell, okay? This is my, like, home in this little area that you see me in. This is what you'll see me in almost a daily video whenever I post. And, like, if I'm posting 4 videos, my TV just made me turn into a blue thing, and I did not like that. But if you guys see me out in public, I look like, I don't even know, I look like a hobo. Because I honestly... Me being 100% honest with you guys, I wear sweatpants and a just regular t-shirt every single day of my life. And if I wear jeans or something, God, be lucky, because I hate putting jeans on because they're the hardest things for me to get on. Not really. But I'm going to say it is because that's what I feel like whenever I'm trying to put them on, even though it's not that hard. But if you're going to judge a teen parent, don't. Because their life is hard enough being a parent at a young age, and you telling them that they're going to be a horrible parent and their child's going to be a horrible person in this world, you're doing your life wrong. You need to, like, redo your life, or go, I don't even know, because everything I say is going to sound super rude, but everything you said to that teen parent is going to be super rude too if you're going to be rude. So if you don't have anything nice to say to anyone, actually, not just a teen parent, then don't say it at all. If you're just going to bring them down about their life and their life choices, then you shouldn't say anything to them at all. If you are going to judge someone by the way that they live their life and their choices in their life, then you need to grow up and get over yourself and stop living that kind of life. Because that's not the kind of life you need to live. You need to live a life that you're happy with. If you're going to judge anyone's life, then judge your own instead of judging someone else because you're just being rude about it. So, if you feel the need to judge someone, especially a teen parent, and tell them that they're going to be a horrible parent because they're young and they don't know what they're doing, well, then you need to learn that that's not life. Most teen parents can actually be good parents. Yeah, some make mistakes, but hopefully they learn to fix that mistake as time goes on, and they can live the best life with their kids, and at least they won't be in their 70s when their kids graduate. No offense, guys, if your parents are 70 and you graduate high school, but some people have made that mistake and had a kid. That's not even a mistake, that accident, had a kid that late in life, or even planned that kid later in life. But in their 50s, that's really hard. Actually, I wouldn't say 70 because you can adopt a kid and be 70. No offense. So if you guys are adopted and your parents are 70, I'm not judging you guys, I promise. And I'm not judging your parents if they're 70 and you guys are just graduating high school. Like my dad, he's going to be, let's see, when I graduate, he'll be almost 60. Okay. My dad was 30-something whenever I was born. So your dad or your mother could actually be in their 40s and be in their 60s whenever you graduate. It's not a bad thing, but your mother should not have a kid after 35 because there's a higher chance of having disabilities. And if you have kids with autism, I'm not judging you guys, I promise. And I know sometimes you can't control that. I understand. Like, it's hard. And you get to see life in a different view with an autistic kid. And, it's actually another higher chance that your kid will have autism if you have a kid at a young age. So as you get older and, so so I'm going to give an average of 13 to 20. Your kids have a higher chance of having autism or have a disability at that age, and then after 35 if you have a kid. So you always have that chance of your kid having autism no matter what, though. Even in that 21 year to 35 year span, that age span, there's always that little chance, or even that high chance. If it runs in your family, you have a higher chance. And I know it's hard to think about that, and I get that. But sometimes you just have that little low chance, and you get that 1 percentile, and it happens to you. But that's the way life goes, and God wouldn't get, okay, it's going to sound like I'm preaching God on you guys, but I'm not. This is my opinion. And God's going to give you a path, and He has a path planned out for you, and He's going to take you on that path, and He's going to guide you to the best life He can. And if He thought you couldn't fight the battle or deal with the things, He wouldn't give it to you. That's my opinion. Sorry if you guys thought I was preaching God on you. I'm not. But that's just my opinion. So, but again, don't judge a teen parent without knowing them especially. Like, yeah, if you know they're not a good parent, then you can tell them about it. But if you don't know them, then don't judge them, because they could be an amazing parents, and you could be just bringing them down and making them feel like the worst parent ever. But in reality, you don't know nothing about them, and you don't know their parenting style. So, this kid, I don't know him, he doesn't know me, and he was judging me, okay? I didn't take it to heart because, well, yeah, it made me mad. That you're talking about my kid, of course I'm gonna be mad. But I didn't take it to heart. I try not to get offended. Like, why would I get offended about that? He's judging me. He has his own opinion, but yet he doesn't know me. So he was choosing the wrong opinion and judging me wrongly. So I was just going to let him judge me, but then he took it too far. And whenever he took it too far, saying I was going to be the worst mother ever, and my son was going to be the stupidest kid ever, I got mad. So, he took it too far. And so whenever he took it that far, I flipped out, and then I said, you know what, goodbye, I'm blocking you. And remember, this is all over me sending streaks, okay? Everyone sends streaks, right? You all have streaks, you all have friends. And he got all mad because I sent streaks to him, and we don't have a streak. Okay, well, we don't have a streak, but we can start a streak, or you can ignore it, you know? Not in his opinion. He couldn't ignore it. So, but that's life, okay? I hope to do a life in it as a teen mom one day, but if y'all don't know, I don't have space on my phone anymore. My son's photos take it all up. If y'all want to see, let me show you my camera roll, because there ain't nothing bad on it. Why would I have anything bad on my camera roll? I'm a good kid most of the time. So, I think it's stormy. I don't even know. Okay, let's see. Like, most of my camera roll is going to be him. Like, and then there's a lot of my art stuff here, but I actually had to delete 102 photos of him because they were all the same. Like, most of my pictures have my son in them, but that's a mother's camera roll. And then this should be the end of it. Yeah. But even before I had him, there's a lot of his ultrasound pictures, sonogram pictures, whatever you want to call them, you know? My son's dad texted me and said, I miss you, Mommy, talking about my son saying it. So, again, my son is 2 months old, and, he's not 2 months old. I had him 4 months ago, guys, but he's 2 months old. No. He's 4 months old, and he's a smart little boy, and he's awesome. But anyways, guys, I'm going to start another video right after this one, so peace out, and I'll see you later.